Welcome to another edition of Web Chats. I'm Sabrina Storm, joined in studio today by Warden David Mayberry. Thanks so much for taking time out of your schedule for us today.
Glad to be here.
All right, first on the agenda, let's talk about the approval by council of a conversion for some residential dwellings from a school.
Yes, so the Oxford Baptist Church that owned a school or school property in sort of downtown Woodstock had applied to convert the school to residential and also to build an addition that would sort of attach to the side of the building. And in this, there's 34 units. 22 of them will be social housing units, and 12 will be, sort of the normal market rent units. And this is a good news story because, first of all, it's in the downtown where we actually need residents, but also it's a partnership, and it's the private sector, the faith-based community in this case, stepping forward and saying, we recognize there's some challenges in the community, and we want to be part of the solution too. And I think historically the county, and in this case the province and the federal government as well, have stepped forward and said, yes, we want to be part of that partnership. So it's good news that we'll have 34 new units for people that need them, but also that the community, the various members of the community are working together. And I think that's what makes Oxford great.
Okay. Looking forward to that. That'll be exciting over the years. When do we think that will begin process?
Sure, I expect to see the construction sometime this summer, and probably take at least a year before it's done. But that's what we're kind of hoping for.
All right. Some exciting news for drivers of electric vehicles in Tempsford and Tillsonburg.
Yes, so as viewers or listeners will know, the county applied for some money for putting in electric vehicle charging on the first provincial program, and we received about $375,000. We installed the units in Ingersoll and Woodstock, level 2 and level 3 units there. And when we were all done, we came in under budget. So we applied to the Ministry of Transport, and the Ministry of Transport said that if we wanted to continue on with our plan, they would allow us to use the money. So last night, County Council approved the money to be spent for chargers in Tillsonburg at the Clock Tower parking lot, and in Tempsford at the public library, where people will be able to pull up and charge up their electric car as they need to.
Good locations.
Excellent locations. And as we continue to roll out, this is sort of part of the plan for the county, but as we continue to roll them out, we're hoping that with the next round, which was just announced last week, that we'll be able to further extend people's ability or accessibility to electric charging.
And I understand those will be rolled out by end of March?
Well, we're hoping that the province will have announced by the end of March who's successful or not, and I know that many of the lower tier councils are applying, and I know that industry and the county is applying for various parking lots where there's employees, where you have large number of vehicles sitting for a period of time so that people will have time to charge up their car.
And every council meeting needs a little debate. There's a contentious issue surrounding a bylaw around rebates.
So yes, about a year or so ago, the motion was brought forward for council to end the vacant lot or the vacant property rebate program. And in the deliberation over that, the council decided that they would have a 5-year limit to the number of years that a person could get a rebate on their industrial commercial taxes if it was vacant. So when the bylaw came forward last night, the contentious issue was it 5 years from today, or was it a total of 5 years? And the wording of the motion, which the province had actually asked for and then created the regulation around, said 5 years. So they took it, the province took it as 5 years in total. So there was some discussion at council, and eventually the council voted, and I think it was a 5-4 split, that the provincial understanding of it was in fact the county intended way of moving forward. And so it was one of those issues that we think we got all the I's dotted and all the T's crossed, and occasionally you realize that what you thought and what I thought isn't actually exactly the same, and that was one of those issues.
Keeping everybody on their toes.
Sure. And that's part of the job, to pay attention all the time and make sure that everything is clear, that the directions we give staff are clear and concise and easily followed, and then make sure that they do follow them.
Thanks so much for your time.
No problem. Thanks.
Joined in studio by Warden David Mayberry. I'm Sabrina Storm. Join us next time for another edition of Web Chat.